Chad, do you want to come here? Do you want to come here, Chad? Join me. Join me right here.
Righty.
All right then. How are you, Chad?
Pretty good, mate.
This is one of my best friends from the US, videographer. He is also like an amazing wedding photographer. He makes music. He does all the things, but above all, he's just a great friend. You know what I mean? Like he is just a really good, like generous person and genuine person. So, if you were to like die tomorrow, fast forward 50 years from now, like 60, 70 years from now, and you have reached every single goal you had for yourself. You've achieved everything you want to achieve and all the ambitions and all the dreams you have, and you've gotten there. You've got everything, and you have built a legacy, and you have touched people the way you want to touch them, and you want to help them.
Okay.
You've done everything, right? And you have everything. You have your family, you have everything you've ever wanted. And you have to leave behind 3 things or 3 lessons or like quotes. And everything else from your legacy disappears. You can just keep 3 things. What would those things be?
Positivity over negativity.
Mm-hmm.
You don't need expensive gear or equipment to create amazing things. You can do whatever you want with literally nothing.
Yeah.
You can make something out of nothing. And third would probably be that's a hard one for the third one. And I say staying true to what you actually want to do. It's going to be a huge thing. Like in my situation, I have to work at Starbucks part-time, but it turned out to be a really great thing for me because now I learned like what it's like to work 20 hours a week at a job that I'd never had a job because my family was Section 8. So my family was like poor. So I wasn't able to work a job because money would get taken from us that we needed. So I had to learn how to get money by not actually working a real job. Don't get stuck in social media too much. I'd say phones can be the biggest distraction. They can be the greatest tool or they can be the biggest waste of your time.
That's such a huge... And thank you for sharing all that. I think it's really valuable, and like I can't wait what your journey is gonna be, and like how many things you'll keep creating, and how much like.
Yeah, I'm trying to create that Slurm House Media Company. The biggest goal for me is to create a media company in New York, San Francisco, and Los Angeles, and possibly somewhere in Europe too, and
London.
In London, and have these basically like a place where you could have concerts, you could have theater performances, like there's a stage, and we could host theater performances, we could host bands, so shows, we could host pretty much anything there. And then in addition, it would also be like a school of the arts, I guess. So we would teach people how
teach people
how to if you're trying to produce music, if you're trying to record, if you're trying to like just get your feet wet, kind of like the specifics of if you're making a song, you're gonna have a chorus, you're gonna have a verse, then you got to produce the beat. Who's gonna produce the beat? Then what plugins do you use, etc. There's so many, and those are big blockers for people's creativity because they'll be like, oh, I don't know how to make something. So at Slurm House Media, it was basically you could learn anything, and if you just give us like your time and possibly money. I'd like to not ask for money, but I mean, if we have to, I'm just trying to survive off of doing the stuff that makes me happy.
One of the things you had said before about like how phones can be like both like detrimental and also an amazing tool is the line between productivity and leisure is somewhat blurry sometimes because like you would think that some things are productive, but they actually aren't in their nature productive. So for example, like I was listening to this podcast the other day, and he talked about like how, for example, like when you're answering emails, you might think it's being productive, but you're just answering stuff. So you're not actually putting out anything new. You're not creating anything. So I don't think the time it takes you to answer emails or the time you spend answering emails, even if they're like for work or responding to something important. It's not necessarily productive time, right?
Emails are a really touchy subject. Everyone has like, there's some like high performance people that are millionaires that don't answer emails in the morning, and there's some high performance millionaires that like answer their emails right straight up in the morning for the first hour or 30 minutes, and then they're done with it for the day.
Yeah.
So I think everyone has their own approach to emails, but yeah, that's like a good example of
Maybe
you responding to emails might not be the most productive thing compared to maybe like starting on the next part of, say, a project or something.
Yeah.
That's also a big thing, is noticing what things are time wasters. A person I follow, Gary Vee, he'll talk about like, maybe stop cleaning your bathroom all the time, or stop cleaning all the time. Stop wasting time like cleaning things.
Yeah.
There's some people that have OCD. Like I saw on this cooking show where five people had to make a pastry. And this one girl literally spent her first 5 minutes cleaning up her workstation instead of working on the pastry piece that you only have like an hour to do, which already isn't enough allotted time. And she's just wasting it further because her own
OCD,
her own obsessive compulsive disorder is kicking in, and she has to clean. Knowing what you're going to do next and like knowing what your future self is going to do is a big thing. Like me juuling for like 3 months, I knew that like at about 3 months, I was like, oh shit, I'm hooked on this jewel and I have to hit this thing. And I want to hit this thing every time I wake up in the morning. Turned into a bad thing. And it was affecting my mind because I'd always have to hit it. I was like getting more tired. So I was more lethargic. I had less energy, and it just like kind of consumes me.
It really sucks you in. It really sucks you in, and
so it's really what choices you want to make too.
Yeah,
Life's a lot about choices.
I had seen like
as cliche as it sounds.
No, yeah. I mean, it's
really true.
It's an accumulation of all the choices you make, like day to day. You know what I mean?
Foods you eat, who you hang out with, what you do. Hope this brings value to people. If you're trying to look me up or see what I'm up to, my name's Chad Lamon. So you can find me on Instagram, Snapchat, and Facebook. CHAD LAMON.
Yes. So if you're in the Central Coast and you're about to have a wedding, you're about to like have any kind of shoot, like a quinceanera shoot,
if you need a videographer, photographer, DJ
of any kind,
beat maker, whatever, that kind of thing.
Here's the guy. All right, dude.
Dude, it's been great.
It's been great, and I hope we get to do this like a little like more often.
Let's do this a couple more times.
Yeah, a couple more times. So all right, nice to see you, dude. Hell yeah. Yeah, dude. Fuck.
Dude.